Alright, here we go. Walk around to the ute. First things first, canopy's a metre high, which makes a big difference because I'm able to have this set up. That deck is full size, full width, full length. Drawers slide on teflon, so there's no wasted space in between like with this setup with these. They're full height, which is what's that, nearly 300. They are about 500 wide and they're 900 long because it's an 1800 canopy wide. No wasted space at all. Very heavy. Everything fits. This, knocked that together in a weekend to get myself operational. Drawers aren't working too well anymore. They're about 18 months old and I only spent minimal time on it. But having drawers, again, as little wasted space as possible. There's no drawer front, so I built these the same, these full size, just to full depth. I could have built small drawers, you know, that tall, and then put a fancy little drawer front on it. Would have been a waste of space here. That would have been that thick. Everything was about space. The only waste of space is where those drawer runners are. Storage in the top. Got to take them out from the side. They're just a little bit too wide. But everything fits up there. All chargers and stuff. That deck is the full size of the canopy, like I said, and normally it's empty except for those buckets. They live there, rubbish buckets and mixing buckets. I got a heap of stuff in there from the last few jobs I've done. So I'll show you the other side in a second, but on the way around, also built this. Same deal. No wasted space. There's little teflon strips underneath, and that has consumables. Storage on top. Same deal there. All storage, full width of the ute, or full width of the cab. This clears out. I can drop the 305 drop saw in there, the table saw, a little step ladder, and a handful of bags of, you know, whatever I'm using. Or I can clear it out completely and just put materials in there. Drawers is all, it's a mess at the moment, but fits a heck of a lot in them. So this one is mostly gap filling, some clamps and stuff in there, but it's mostly, the whole plan with that one was just tubes of silicons and whatever. This one is mostly painting and plastering in here. Tiling stuff, actually tiling trails are in there as well. The tile cutters obviously go up here if I'm needing them for a job. This one here is heavy. There we go. That there, I've never pulled it out. It's probably 100 kilos or more. That's just hardware, all different hardware. Would actually like to build a rack up here to carry all those containers. The biggest thing for me was not wasting space. These here are Teflon boat slides. Buy them off eBay, get them from BCF, whatever. Cut them down. They're normally this shape. So I learnt my lesson when I built this first one. They're normally that shape. And so those red ones I got off eBay, and I've just cut them out of the bottom of there and out of the bottom of there and used them so that I don't lose that space there. What is it, about 15 mil, probably 13 mil. But this setup does slide a little bit easier because there's a bit less surface area. That's all they are. Just those blue things, but in red, cut down on the table saw, countersunk, screwed in. It's all 12mm ply, all 12mm ply with 17mm form ply top. And I've also got storage in the back. So normally those sawhorses live in the back here. They fit nicely. In the front here, I've got tracks, if you can see in there, tracks. They go in there. T-square goes in there if I need to carry it. And I can carry up to about 2.1 or 2150, I think it is, lengths of timber and stuff like that. So you sit them up in that top corner and sit them across to up here. I actually intend on building a rack that hangs off this frame here, so I can just carry stuff up there. That's about it. Oh, under tray boxes are handy for the for straps and stuff. And then this here saves a lot of space, being able to have crowbar and, you know, scissor shovel and all that sort of stuff under there. Saves a lot of space. Not trying to carry that up in there. So, XSES canopy, metre high, bang on. I actually thought it was 1200, but it's not. It's a metre there. It's about 1840 wide from memory, and what's that? 1800 long. Chassis mount. Keeps me about 50 kilos under my legal limit with a full tank of fuel and just me in the driver's seat.